Do you ever feel like you're barely keeping your head above water? Do you feel overwhelmed by life? Do you feel like you have too many balls in the air and you just can't keep them going? Like life's demands are relentlessly pouring in and leaving you struggling? Well, you are not alone. In today's podcast, we are going to talk about the symptoms of feeling overwhelmed by life, of anxiety, and we are going to talk about the one, yes, you heard me, the one antidote that will set you free. Let's go. Hello, and welcome to Mattain, Attain the Life That You Desire show. I am your host, Manal, and I am really excited for episode 18, where we are going to be discovering the why are we living an overwhelmed life. Before we get started, I want to remind you that one of the things that we are talking today about overwhelm, which is anxiety. And I'm going to share the one antidote. There is one antidote, but that one antidote requires building a lot of muscles. So if you go to my website, www.mattain.me/anxiety, that's www.mattain.anxiety, I have a short video that walks you through 10 steps to let go of anxiety. And all of the elements that we discussed today is in that video. So go now. There is nothing stopping you from coming back to a life of ease. So let's talk about overwhelm. Let's talk about anxiety. It is an expression of too much. Overwhelmed by life, not enough time, struggling, suffering. I can't do it anymore. Life is a struggle. Life is a suffer. That is all speaking of too much. It is a feeling of defeat. It's a feeling of drowning. So what are we drowning in? We are drowning in our mind, our thoughts, our expectations, our judgments. We're drowning in misbeliefs about who we are and about life and the suffering and the struggle of life. It is overwhelming and drowning in emotions. And with anxiety is actually repressing, not willing to see the fears that you have. So you're repressing. You're drowning in feeling overwhelmed or numb or unwilling to see your emotions. You are drowning in physical pain. All of this I call resistance. And it could be in your career, your academia, at home, in life, in social expectations, in relationships, in dynamics. Doesn't really matter if it's specific or if it's life in general, but it's an overwhelming. So overwhelmed or anxiety is a overstimulation of your four bodies: your egoic body, your mental body, your emotional body, and your physical body. So let's talk about these symptoms again more specifically. How do we feel when we're overwhelmed? We might call it stress. So it's like, I feel really stressed. These are emotions we're talking about. We feel anxious, which again, we say over and over on this show that anxiety and anxious is actually repressing your fears. So if you're willing to become aware of the layer that's below your anxiety, you're feeling fearful. You might feel unhappy, sad, frustrated, angry. A lot of these feelings, but they might be repressed because when you're overwhelmed, everything is on fire And you're ultimately not allowing yourself, which is getting close to the antidote, to feel what you're actually feeling. But your emotional body is sending a lot of things, but it's not feeling peaceful. It's not feeling joyful. It's not feeling at ease. There's a lot of resistance in your emotional body. Your egoic body is just feeling out of control. It's feeling that life is too much. I'm feeling disconnected, just disconnected from everything, from life, from myself, feeling alone, just alone, that nobody really understands what I'm going through, and I feel just really alone. It could feel like there's no purpose. There's no purpose to this life. I'm running, or I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses, and just there's no meaning, there's no purpose to the life that I'm living. Just a lot of chaos. And then, like we said, your thoughts could be obsessive, overwhelming, looping, uncontrolled, unfocused, on the future, on the past, but just going on and on and on, and just getting in a relationship between thoughts and emotions, because these thoughts feel uncomfortable and the emotions feel uncomfortable, but I'm repressing them, so the thoughts become more wild, and there's this wild game between my thoughts and emotions. And then physically running, going from activity to activity, feeling in physical pain, tension, stress, which is all over our body. So all of these symptoms exist because, here's the one antidote, you are not present with what you're doing. All of these symptoms that I just described about what's going on in your egoic body, what's going on in your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body, are all existing because you are not present. You're not present with your emotions. You're not present with your thoughts. You're not present with what's going on around you. Maybe the job you're doing, the activity you're doing, the environment that you're in. So the antidote to all of the symptoms we talked about is being present. Now, being present is really, really easy, but it's really hard until it gets easy. Why is it hard at first? It's hard because what we just described. Our 4 bodies are on overload. We've been conditioned to be overstimulated, and we have not built up the muscles to allow us to focus on being present, being here. That's actually what my flagship course, Attain the Life That You Desire, is all about. It's all about teaching the fundamentals of getting back to being present and identifying all of the elements that are keeping us from being present. And it's one, our egoic. It's feeling that we have to look for our purpose, and what is our purpose, and what's our meaning in life, and why are we here, and what are we doing? And there's one answer. The answer is because we're human, and we're on this human journey, and we're connected to life and earth and universe and God, or whatever you feel that you're connected, whatever your spiritual beliefs are. So there is an answer, but it's not enough to know it intellectually. It's all about feeling it. It's all about feeling it. So to be present requires your egoic body to be at ease, which means that you need to know that you are your purpose, that you are connected, that you are amazing, you're beautiful, and that there's nothing wrong or broken with you. That's just the human journey, that you're worthy, you're free, you're love, and it's all about calibrating to it. It's not that you're not it, but we're here to journey towards it, to feel it, So once you get peace in your egoic body, then it allows peace in your mental body. So those looping thoughts, those thoughts about not being good enough, feeling judgment, not living up to expectations, feeling like a victim, all of these become at ease when you're connected to your purpose and to truth and to worthiness and to freedom and to happiness. And they allow your thoughts to be at ease. And they allow your thoughts to be present with the bee that just maybe buzzed past you, or the beautiful sun, or the breeze against your face, or whatever it might be, wherever you are physically, or enjoying washing the dishes, working, doing the laundry, studying, because you're present with it. You're not fearful of the outcome. You're not fearful of what may or might not. You're not judging. You're not feeling victim. You're actually enjoying the task mentally, emotionally, and physically because you're confident of your self-worth and the purpose of doing that activity for that moment. So your mind is at ease. And then again, your emotion, your mind is at ease, and your beliefs about yourself are at ease, your emotions are at ease. You feel at peace. You feel joyful. You feel good. You feel satisfied and appreciative with life and love. You feel appreciative of everything that you have, and you can be in this present moment without guilt or shame. It just becomes easy because you know that you're here for a meaning and purpose. You're connected to more. Your thoughts allow you to just be present with where you are rather than judging your past or anxious about the future, but you're here present. Then your emotions become at ease. And then your physical state starts to become more relaxed, at ease, flowing, being, doing, whatever you do, you're present with it. You're present with it. So the antidote to an overwhelmed life, to anxiety, is simply by being present. And that's why all of these spiritual leaders and guides and gurus and yogic teachings all teach one element: being present, being still, taking a deep breath. And in that breath, you're connected to your power, your infinite meaning. But we were born in a life that was full of chaos, perhaps, full of noise, perhaps, full of a lot of misbeliefs that have oriented us away from feeling what I just expressed. But the deep understanding is that isn't broken. There was nothing broken in your past. One of the things that really bothers me is when I go through social media and I go through what's going on in the media, that there's so much like my past is bad, my upbringing is bad, my parents are bad. Nobody's bad. We all are living a life of conditioning. And the journey, our life journey, is unconditioning from this conditioning. So once you recognize and shift your lens to saying there's something wrong or bad about me or my past or my parents or my whoever raised me and my upbringing and everything, and you recognize, oh, this is simply the life journey of a human. This is simply my journey. This is simply being a human. Then you release yourself and release the resistance in all four of your bodies, and you allow yourself to learn how to calibrate more and more to becoming present. And like I said, it's hard until it's easy. And that's what we do together, is that we find the joy in calibrating it to it being easy. And that's what Mattain, and this is what this podcast, and this is what every video, every new blog, every newsletter, every sentiment that I write or create anywhere is all about creating the muscles that allow us to be present and honoring the journey that got us here and honoring the journey that gets us back to being present. Recognizing the power of our emotions, loving the power of our mind, reinforcing the power of our egoic beliefs of knowing that we are worthy, we are free, and we are love, and then finding that calibration to live the life that you desire. Aligning with your authentic truth, what ultimately feels like surrender and acceptance and trust and flow and peace and ease and feeling good and satisfaction and appreciation and allowing and creativity and inspiration and ease and abundance and love. All are the things that everybody's looking for in life. So I trust that you understand now that you're not alone when you feel overwhelmed in life. Anxiety is simply turning off your understanding in the expressions of your emotional body, your mental body, and your egoic body until it is just bursting, your physical body, until it's bursting, trying to tell you to give it its attention. When you become aware, which is a synonym for being present, synonymous with being present, then you allow all that resistance to go. And you can start to be present in your everyday life. This is exactly what Mattain's all about. Understanding your 4 bodies so you can attain the life that you desire. Finding alignment. Finding the authentic expression of who you are. So many ways to say it, but there's only one truth. The truth of your power, your beauty, your love. So let's keep playing together to build the muscle that allows you to calibrate to being present. It's so much joy, and it brings me so much joy to see the community start to get stronger and stronger and stronger and understand and appreciate their life journey and all of the expressions of the 4 bodies in guiding you towards this amazing life journey. As I suggested, my course, Finding Ease and Mastering Ease and Strategies to Master Ease and Letting Go of Anxiety, I invite you, because if you enjoyed this, you will enjoy that course. Go to my website, www.mattain.me/anxiety. That's www.mattain.com/.me, www.me/anxiety. Go now. There should be nothing that's stopping you. And explore and discover the 10 steps that will allow you to build the muscle to get back to being present and let go of all of that anxiety. It's time to live life from a place of ease. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next week with my podcast. Tired of feeling tired. I know there's so many of us that are feeling tired because I hear it so often. Thank you for being here. Love you so much. My love, always.